Captain Marvel 2 appears to have found its new director in Nia DaCosta, and almost all the takes I've seen about this are awful. Let's break it down. What's up, everybody? It's Josh. Welcome back to the channel. Smash that like button and let's get right into this report. This was broken as an exclusive over on Deadline. And the article reads, exclusive, in what is sure to be one of the bigger directing jobs to be taken off the table in recent months, we are hearing that Nia DaCosta, who directed the anticipated reboot of Candyman, has been tapped as the director on Marvel's sequel to Captain Marvel. Disney and Marvel Studios had no comment. DaCosta takes over for Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck, who directed the first pick to massive box office success. Marvel is known for switching up its directors on its popular franchises like Thor, Iron Man, Captain America to give the next installment a fresh voice, and had been meeting with candidates for the past couple of months. Okay, so let's talk about what's actually going on here, what the fans are actually talking about, because like the beginning of that statement's really true on Deadline. The second part of that statement is like, chill. And here's what I mean. Captain Marvel 1 was a poorly directed movie, and even though the movie is a billion-dollar franchise, it's one of the weaker installments in the MCU. Now, I will say personally, I like Captain Marvel way more now than I did when I first watched it. If you haven't seen it in some time, maybe check it out again, like for real. I know like the Brie hate is real. Everybody loves to Ree for Brie. But in all seriousness, the movie really isn't that bad. It's kind of a fun ride, but not spectacular by any means. The reason the two directors from the first movie are not returning is not to give it a fresh take. It is because the movie was a weaker installment, and they want the other movie to be really good. And now let me give you my raw take on Nia. Here's the deal. Just to be real, she's kind of an unknown entity, right? There's not a lot known about her. She directed a Western movie with Tessa Thompson. And then, yes, she is directing the reboot of Candyman. And if you don't know about this Candyman reboot, this is something being produced by Jordan Peele. It is supposed to be a very big deal. And there was an incredibly amazing trailer that dropped earlier this year that teased out the Candyman movie. And so a lot of people are saying that this movie, this Candyman reboot, it must be really good. The buzz must be really high on it because they are swooping in and they are hiring Nia for this job. Now, other people have reported that Marvel was meeting with other directors as early as this last weekend to try to make the final decision on who would direct Captain Marvel 2. It was heavily rumored that the Mandalorian director Deborah Chow was in the running to direct Captain Marvel 2. She was my personal choice because I absolutely loved what she did in the Mandalorian episodes. I think she's literally the best director in that whole batch of the first season. And what she did in episode 3, like, beautiful Star Wars. And just being real, at first I was sort of disappointed. I was like, who's Nia? I would have preferred Deborah. But at the end of the day, like, Deborah's going to go on and kill it in Star Wars, so I'm totally okay with that. And Nia being associated with Jordan Peele, being tapped by Jordan Peele to do that movie is a big deal. He's a creative genius. He must have seen some stuff in her abilities as a director that are pretty substantial to bring her on board. And of course, you got to trust Kevin Feige. Like, at this point, if you don't trust Kevin Feige, you have trust issues. They've done incredible work with the MCU. All right, you guys want to talk about the terrible takes out there? Let's talk about the terrible takes out there. Can we talk about the terrible takes out there? Number one, worst take is talking about how this is whack to give $1 billion movie to a complete unknown. First of all, most of the people making that argument hated Captain Marvel, and they only like it insofar as they are able to make stupid clickbait videos about it and soak in ad revenue. That's just the truth. Secondly, that point doesn't make any sense. The Russo brothers were relatively unknown when they came on. Taika Waititi was relatively unknown before he came on. Even James Gunn, who had done Slither and had, been on the rise, was pretty much unknown before he came in and made an MCU movie. Dudes, that is crazy. You can't just say, oh, it's an unknown taking on this billion-dollar franchise, therefore bad. History would tell you otherwise. Okay, now let me talk to you about why I'm personally kind of getting excited for this. I mean, number one, watching that trailer for the Candyman movie was really intriguing. Like, it's a really visually stunning trailer, very bold, and I hope she brings that kind of sensibility to Captain Marvel 2. Also, guys, there's the big rumor, and I guess I should say potential spoilers ahead if you don't want to be spoiled for Captain Marvel 2, but come on, we all get spoiled on everything these days, so just stick it out with me. But the rumor is that the movie's going to be Secret Invasion. It's going to be a version of Secret Invasion, and I know what you're thinking, comic book fan. They already ruined that because they made the Skrulls good guys. But don't worry. The Secret Invasion in the MCU is likely to not involve the Skrulls. Well, it'll involve the Skrulls, but it will actually be the Brood that is coming in and invading Earth. And a big rumor right now is that the Brood in the Captain Marvel sequel will be attacking and turning male superheroes against everyone else. There's going to probably be a thing there, and again, rumor, but the deal will be that the females will have to band together and save everyone because the males keep getting compromised by the Brood, and it'll sort of take those same elements from Secret Invasion where you don't know who has turned and who you can trust and do it in a different way with a huge cast with a lot of different Avengers. This seems to be what they want to do. Rumored. And so if those Secret Invasion rumors are true, somebody with the cinematic sensibilities that Nia has could be perfect for capturing those moments. I mean, number one, there's horror moments going to be in there, these kind of reveals, these shock scares, you know, those kind of things, but also building up relationships and having the relationships and character moments feel very organic so that when a betrayal happens or a turn happens in the Secret Invasion context, it's really surprising and impactful. So in that way, I do think that Nia could be a great director for it. But of course, we don't know. We'll have to wait and see what they show us for the film, what the film ends up being about, and how everybody that works on it performs. The first Captain Marvel movie, I'd say like B-, C+ kind of a film. Definitely not terrible, but we're all hoping that the next one is much, much better. That is the news, folks. Nia DaCosta coming in to direct Captain Marvel 2. Let us know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. And now shout out Spider-Stan. Yes, indeed, the Soderbergh action movie that Gina Carano starred in is called Haywire. And now let's ask another nerd card question before we get out of here. I want to know, what is the name of the first feature-length movie that Nia DaCosta directed? If you like this video, make sure you like it. And if you enjoy the content over here, you might enjoy the live streams we do over on our live streaming channel every day, Monday through Friday, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.